From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weekend weather.
Hey folks, good morning. Hope you've been doing well so far. And you know what? Today is kind of the beginning of that active pattern I'm starting to suspect. Temperatures generally on a downward trend as that front moves through. Might even have some 70s by next weekend. But a stormy week is going to be the story for it now. So there's a silver lining, though. We do have a drought, so that will help us out in those respects. Taking a look at your hometown forecast for today, let's go ahead and call it mid 80s for a lot of us, especially if we do get rain. The upper limit of our temperatures will be somewhat capped in that respect. 86 out there in Waynesboro, 85 in Lawrenceburg, 87 up there in Murray County towards Columbia, mid to upper 80s, widespread from Huntsville all the way to the Shoals in northeast Mississippi here. Again, with those scattered storms possible, if not likely at times. I do think southern middle Tennessee has the higher shot at seeing more thunderstorm activity through tomorrow and into Tuesday, although I would just go ahead and say all of the Tennessee Valley has that chance to begin with here. But as we head through Wednesday, that's where I think those chances go from scattered to widespread. Notice this front moves on through here. Look at that bullseye, pretty much right across the Tennessee Valley for the elevated precipitation here, right? So we're going to have pretty dense coverage as far as that moisture is concerned. And there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, so we might want to watch for isolated flash flooding as well. So we'll keep a very close eye on that. Widespread 1 to 2 inches does look likely as we head through the midweek there. Rain chances are probably going to continue to tick up there through that first half of the week. Notice as we head towards Thursday and Friday, we get into the wraparound portion of this low. Storms become a little more isolated, but the chances still do exist in some fashion. However, as that front moves through, at least we get back to at least a little more mild conditions, right? We're not going to be talking widespread 90s, not by any stretch of the imagination. Notice that trend down, down, down as far as the temperatures are concerned here as we head through the end of the week and towards next weekend. So there's that active pattern. Taking a look at the 7-day forecast here, you can really see the wet, wet, wet weather coming up here over the next, let's call it 4 days, scattered through Thursday and then isolated by the end of the week. But yeah, we're probably going to pick up quite a bit of rainfall, right? And again, silver lining, there's a drought, so this will help out the drought in some pretty palpable ways. So you always got to look for the positives in this, right? And by the way, I want to mention Wednesday could see some stronger storms on that front. But of course, I'll mention more and I'll discuss the more recent updates in the forecast as we head through midday. So be sure to tune in live at 12 and I'll have the latest there.